Assertive. We live in a culture where different people want to call themselves a boss rather quickly. Yo man, I just started a business. Boss status. I'm a boss babe. This is not malicious by any means, simply a product of modern culture. However, the word assertive is getting dragged into this boss lifestyle. When I ask you to envision the phrase assertive, what are the main words and descriptions that come into mind? For the public, a few phrases that come to mind are doesn't take crap from anyone, stands up for themselves, can push people around. Very tough phrases. Although these are not necessarily wrong, I believe these are simply a derivative. A derivative is a byproduct of the source. Orange is the source and orange juice is the derivative. What's the source of assertive? It's a person who stands for the truth and will go beyond measures to defend the truth. A couple years ago, I went to a parade known as Gasparilla. This is a parade that is thrown in the Tampa area every year. We call it the Pirate Festival. This is when a bunch of different Tampa Bay residents dress up as pirates, wear beads around their necks, and watch the floats. Incredibly fun atmosphere. After the parade is done, a bunch of us go to the clubs in downtown Tampa and enjoy the rest of the night. One year, I'm in the club after the parade with a few of my friends. Let's just say that these friends had a lot to drink, and I was the designated driver. I was pretty much the only sober one from the friend circle. That's when my friend Alvin, who was wasted, comes to me and is like, "I can't believe we've been partying all the way till 6 a.m. I look at him confused. 6 a.m.? It's not 6 a.m., it's 6 p.m. I could tell why he was confused. The club we were in was an outdoor club and the sky looked like it was about to be sunrise, even though the sun was actually setting. Honest mistake for someone who had been drinking a lot. When I told him it was 6 p.m., he was adamant that I was incorrect. He once again repeated, it was 6 a.m. I pushed back and told him he was incorrect. That's when we started going to different members in the club to ask them what time it really was. Initially, most of them said 6 p.m. But after they heard Alvin's plea for it being 6 a.m., plenty of them started to reconsider their position. As more time passed on by, the different members in the event started to believe it was 6 a.m. I was outnumbered. Now these people were trying to get me to second guess myself. However, I couldn't be swayed. It was 6 p.m., and I knew. That may be an odd example to bring the concept of being assertive to life, but it needed to be said. It's when the truth is beyond our personal identity. I didn't have a dog in the fight of what time it was. It was simply the truth. When you place truth beyond your personal identity, being assertive doesn't have to be something that is terrifying to you. Plenty of pushovers are created because they have no clue how to say no. They refuse to say no because they're worried that it will offend someone else. Let me clear something up for you. If you think the only way to be assertive is by being rude, then you'll be rude. If you think being assertive can be done in a pleasant way, then you'll do it in a pleasant way. We're molded by our thoughts and beliefs regarding topics. Collected beliefs lead to a paradigm. That paradigm influences our life's behavior. As more time went on by in the Gasparilla afterparty, I finally had a light bulb moment. Thus far, we were all comparing watches, deciding whether it was AM or PM. Why not look at our phones to see which letters were right? I know I was sober, but like an idiot, I didn't think of that from the very beginning. Once I got the group to look at their phones, they all began chuckling away by the past 30 minutes. I joined them in the laugh fest. When you're afraid of being assertive, don't put your personality first. Don't worry how it's going to make you look. Just ask yourself if you're standing up for the truth. There's a personal truth that we possess and an absolute truth. A personal truth is when we turn down an event because we're chasing our dreams. An absolute truth is something that is simply undeniable, like AM versus PM. Personal truth needs to be weighed in when we're making moves for the grander system, when there are sacrifices being made in the present day for an exchange towards greatness in the future. Personal truth can be very tricky, so see if it's helping you in the long run. Absolute truth is obvious when you look closer. Assertive is only bad if you think it's bad. Great communicators are unapologetically assertive because it was never personal for them. They place the ideas ahead of their identity.